Good morning, Cole, it's Friday. Although it may not be a good morning for you because although school was canceled for you, you wouldn't have been at school anyway because you're getting your wisdom teeth out. That's right, pretty much while I am making this video, you are unconscious getting pieces of bone ripped out of your skull. But I hope this video will cheer up your day a little bit, that is assuming that you are sentient enough to understand what's going on. And speaking of anesthesia-induced cognitive failure, I really hope you film yourself while under the wisdom teeth medicine because that would be hilarious for a Monday video. Anyway, what I'm supposed to talk about, the top 5 game finale. We get to see who wins, who knows the other person better. A quick reminder, my guesses of your top 5s gave me 26 out of the 60 possible points. We'll see how you compared. Starting off in movies, your guesses from 5th to 1st were The Fault in Our Stars, Shawshank Redemption, The Princess Bride, Inception, and Interstellar. However, my actual top 5 are Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Dark Knight, Interstellar, The Princess Bride, and Inception. This means you earn 3 of the possible 10 points for having The Princess Bride, Inception, and Interstellar, but not in the right places. In books, you again started with The Fault in Our Stars in 5th, and then went on to Looking for Alaska, Slaughterhouse-Five, Anna Karenina, and then a random James Patterson book, which is kind of against the rules, but we'll let slide because it's not in my top 5. Now for my top 5 books, I had a little bit of trouble because I wrote down 5 books, I'm like, yeah, these are my top 5 books, and then like within an hour later, I realized 2 books that I forgot to put on there, so I'm just gonna go with what I originally wrote down, which is Slaughterhouse-Five, Looking for Alaska, An Abundance of Catherines, The Fault in Our Stars, and Paper Towns. I remembered later that I forgot to add the What If book by Randall Munroe and I'll Mature When I'm Dead by Dave Barry, but as it stands, you earn 4 of the possible 10 points for having Slaughterhouse-Five and Tiffios in different spots, and then Looking for Alaska in its right spot. As for YouTubers, you dominated YouTubers because you guessed everything in its right slot except for number 4. You guessed Rhett and Link, Mitchell Davis, Julian Smith, Nerdcube, Vlogbrothers, when really Mitchell Davis would just be Tom Scott. So good job in YouTubers, we'll see how you did in TV shows. Just as good, 8 points out of 10. You guessed my top 5 TV shows absolutely perfectly except for switching The Office with The Big Bang Theory. That means my top 5 is AGT, The Big Bang Theory, Mythbusters, The Office, and Parks and Rec. Alright, moving on to musical artists. Your guesses were Mumford & Sons, Elton John, Queen, Imagine Dragons, and Fun. And my top 5 are Mumford & Sons, Owl City, The Beatles, Queen, and Fun, which earns you 5 of the possible 10 points for having Mumford & Sons and Fun in the right spots and Queen on the list. Alright, now onto forensics pieces, which is a tough category for you because half the forensics pieces that I've seen, you have not seen, which means that you're guessing kinda blind for this one, but you did okay. Your guesses were number 5, Finding Nemo, 4, The Ferris Bueller Duo, 3, Rinse the Blood Off My Toga, 2, Edward Scissorhands, and 1, Bat Boy. And in actuality, my top 5 are Shrek, when Porter's Northern did it as a multiple, 4, Pirates of the Caribbean, not the duo last year, but the one tournament multiple a couple of years ago by Portage Central, 3, Edward Scissorhands, 2, Flowers for Algernon as done by Bryce Maurer my freshman year, he was amazing, and number 1, Bat Boy. You get 1 point for having Edward Scissorhands on the list and 2 points for having Bat Boy at number 1, which means math, you end up with 31 points. Yes, you quite definitively beat me in the top 5 game 31-26. This was a really fun game. I'd like to play it again sometime. It'd be cool if like everybody found their best friend and played this game and see who could get the highest score, who knows their best friend the best. It's a really fun game. Well, that's all I had planned for this video, so Cole, I hope everything goes well with your wisdom teeth. Please try to get some footage of you being ridiculous, and I'll see you on Monday.